Yo, brother, it's time for us to start talking the real, man. We've been sugarcoating too much. We've got to start calling everything out for what it is.
Hey guys, well, you just got your brand new V13, and I'm really happy for you because this wheel is an awesome wheel. It's got a lot going for it. I've really been enjoying the time with mine, and you've got it all set up and you charged up, and you look at the voltage on the display and it doesn't show 126 volts. This is a 126 volt wheel. You ride it, you've charged it a few times now, and it never gets up to 126 volts, and you're thinking, damn, there's something wrong with my wheel or something wrong with the battery. You've been using the stock charger, everything looks good with that, turns green. Well, I'm here to tell you that there's nothing wrong with your wheel. That is by design. Turns out that Inmotion paid attention to some bulletin, probably coming out of Samsung, who makes the batteries in this wheel. It says best not to charge the cells to 4.2 volts, which is the nominal voltage for each of the cells in here. So the firmware that manages the BMS, that manages the batteries, stops charging the cells when one of the cells reaches 4.185 volts. All battery charging stops. Now, if you do the math, if all the cells in this wheel happen to be at 4.185 volts, at the same time when the battery charging stops, the voltage on this wheel will be about 125.5 volts. That's best case. But in reality, again, it stops when the first cell reaches that voltage. And from my observations, there's a wide range, relatively speaking, of voltages on the batteries. Therefore, you should expect on a fully charged wheel to be anywhere between 123 volts and maybe on a really special day you might see 125. I've never seen that. It's always been either 123 or 124 volts on the display. So that's unfortunate that Inmotion left 1 or 2 volts on the table, so to speak. Obviously that kind of reduces your maximum range that you could possibly get on this wheel, which is already a little bit range limited as is. Now, how do I know this, by the way? I had a one-on-one conversation with one of the Inmotion engineers in China. I wasn't in China, but he was. And that's where he told me, because I was curious, what's happening with my wheel. Do I have a battery problem because I can't get this thing up? I've used different chargers other than the stock charger, and the same thing, could never get 126 volts. So that's it. That's by design. Now, you never know, there might be a firmware update down the road that they decide to loosen up a little bit and give us the full 4.2 volts like pretty much every other EUC made gives us. All right, guys, hope this video was useful, and until next time, enjoy your riding on the V13. See ya.